chaps? Are we in the golden age of Warhammer 40k? That's the big question. Just to sort of recap a little bit. So when we were talking about this before, we were looking at, it wasn't just the game, the way the game played. We were looking at the whole kind of everything surrounding the hobby. So the models now, the painting standards, the community, the things outside of what Games Workshop are producing, like TV shows and animations and YouTube, stuff like that, as well as obviously the game and the lore, books, just everything. Yeah, as I said, we did have a lot of comments, people really drilling into more the game system, it seemed. So a lot of people disagreed and thought that previous editions of 40k were better for whatever reason. And Connor's raised his hand.
Being civil.
Do that?
I did, yes.
Dear. Okay, well, yeah, good time for you to pitch in there, Connor. Please, the floor is open. Matt's
Interjection.
yeah.
I'm going to take it from another angle here. So rather than the game system, I'm going to go from the hobby side, a side that I'm not very accurate with. But I would say the models are a lot better than they were in 5th and 6th edition. But also, I would say the third-party market for 40k has gotten massive. If I want something now, because of the technological advances, I can get someone to 3D print it. Anything I want can be 3D printed that Games Workshop themselves doesn't. And you couldn't do that back in the day, could you? It was what GW had, or nothing at all. Now you can get as many heads as you wanted, you can get different weapons, you can do whatever you want now, and that's something that was never there. Games Workshop could, in theory, clamp down on this as more than they do, but they don't, do they?
So I think we raised this when we were on the last one, but I think we kind of came to the agreement, well, that's amazing for, say, like bases, or if I need a bunch of purity seals. But I think for anything more than that, I reckon I could pick out non-Games Workshop stuff 99% of the time. There's something about it. I think, Steve, you agreed as well. There's something about it that you look at it and you just go like, that's not Games Workshop. It doesn't quite fit. So I feel like that's maybe once they've solved that problem, whatever it is, then that would be the golden age.
Stevens had, like with my Voidbreaker, you had 4 fusion blasters and 2 of them were 3D printed. You can't tell the difference. That might just be because Stevens a fantastic painter and you can't tell that way. But there you go. But as the guy who painted them, could you tell the difference?
So I could when they were in hand, because they're different materials. They weigh, they feel different in hand. But once you clean them up, base coated them, then that was it. I wouldn't really have been out. And it didn't jump out at me. So yeah.
What's the
totally
detail level like on those sorts of things? Because it sounds really like I'm going to have to completely eat my words from 2 minutes ago of saying I can pick it all out from like.
It really just depends on. So to put it in a little bit of context, I recently lost a part of a model and asked some 3D printers, like, can you replace this part? And it was almost impossible because the copies that they had, they were, I guess, 3D scans of that part. And because that part was so small, it wasn't very accurate. And then the one they sent out was too small. In the end, I just rebought the kit because it just was taking too long. So I think it depends if you can. Maybe it depends on the part, depends on the person who's sending it, depends on the person who's scanned. So there's a few more hoops to jump through, maybe.
Yeah, I think if you're working off scans, the quality is not as good. It's not. I've done armies that were 3D scans of sprues, and yeah, the fit's not great. The details a bit wonky, and you're dealing with mold lines. It'll print the mold line, which is just mad. But when you have somebody who's then actually designed a model from scratch, CAD or whatever, when you have that printed, it's like night and day. Because I've seen stuff from certain creators that, and if it comes from, and then print quality, what is it being printed on? What is the quality of the machine? The quality of the definition level of the print can go quite small if there's a really good printer. So all that leads into it. I know I've had some stuff that's been incredible, really detailed and really nice to work with, and other stuff that's been horrific. So there's a lot of variance there, but I think if you're getting something that's fresh designed from somebody, your quality is going to be better off the bat. But it's like taking a photocopy of a photocopy and then photocopying it. It's just when you go that way, you're just every step you're losing detail.
Any sort of shout outs from the really high quality guys, like any sort of ranges where you're like, these guys are doing amazing work?
I got some Thunderwolf Cav from Cults 3D. Were very good. His range is
Yeah.
quite nice. 'Cause I don't
Who are the
do a
guys
lot.
that do the weapon effects and the?
That's
I know this.
what they're called.
They get tabletop. What's it called? They get sponsored by them all the time, don't they?
Yeah.
Welcome to the trivia section.
Yeah.
Answers on a postcard.